Afternoon, Bina. Are you there?
Afternoon, I'm here. How are you?
Good, really good. Thanks. Are you?
Yeah, I'm good. And it was nice to see you yesterday.
Yes. We had a great show yesterday, didn't we? That we shall talk about and tell people about our lovely grads that we had on it as well.
Definitely. And I'm
So,
sure you're going to talk about it more afterwards.
I am, yeah. So good afternoon, everybody. It's Julie Grimes from Jaguar White Recruitment and Bina Briggs from Plain Talking HR. We're going to change this little show to recruitment and HR bullets because we're involving a lot more around recruitment because Bina does a little bit for her clients with their HR, and I do obviously a lot with my clients as a pure recruitment expert. So we're going to talk a tiny bit about the HR, not too much about all the furlough in the government this time, but we've got something we want to talk about in terms of job support. I'm going to mention something about a little show that Bina and I went on yesterday, and I'm going to share some tips about CV. So Bina, over to you for the job support scheme, little update. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Julie, as I think we just touched on it last week, and this came on, I'm going to talk about the job support scheme. As you said, the job retention scheme comes to an end of this month, and we are all talking about October. October seemed to be kind of in the distance, and here we are, almost like in the next 15 days plus, it comes to an end. But then it's replaced by a job support scheme, which again does give some support, as it says, to the employers and employees, where they are still struggling to pay the employee full pay, obviously because the business is not there. So the way it's going to work is that where it was 80% of their wages that the government would pay, now it is going to be 1/3 that the government will pay. So the way it will work is that, for instance, I'll give you an example which is given by the government. Say somebody is working 5 days a week and they're getting £600, yeah? Just simple. We'll keep it simple. So, however, they can only work half of that time. Only they've got job for 50%, yeah? So for that 50% that they work 2.5 days instead of 5 days, they will get £300, half the salary they normally get, yeah? So the remaining, this is where it gets in a little bit interesting. The remaining is the salary, which will be then divided into 1/3. And so literally, the government will pay 1/3. The employee still pays the 1/3. So the remaining £300 that employee should have received, yeah, the employer will pay 100, and the government will pay 100, and that's how it will work. So they would get, in total, they will get £500, yeah, out of 600, which is 2/3, basically. That's the way it will work. That really is the headline for now. All the other systems are still in place, like the bonus scheme is still there, very much so. The Kickstart scheme, that's very much so. The internships, the apprenticeships, grants for the self-employed, all of that is still all there, very much so. So if there are any questions, please ask us. Go onto the website, on the government website. But I think we've said enough on that. And it's all yours, my dear. It's your show.
Thanks for that update, Bina. And it's always good to know the up-to-date information on what's happening. Government are still out there helping as much as they can. I know people are saying it's not enough, but let's just, we've got to take what we can, haven't we? And take it every day, week as it comes. So thank you for your update. Yes, any information on extra on that, you can ask us, especially on that one. So we want to talk a little bit more about a show that Bina and I attended yesterday, which was amazing, actually, wasn't it? It was live on Facebook, and it's called the Double 15 Minutes with a lady called Rupa. And it's kind of a lifestyle show. She has lots of different guests on it, but Bina and I was invited. Bina's been on before, to talk about sort of HR recruitment and what's going on in the world right now. And we had two guests there. a gentleman called Manish and a lovely lady called, a young girl called Maya, didn't we? And they were both graduates, both looking for jobs, and going down different avenues, actually.
Yeah.
Well, they felt a little bit sort of lost, a bit sort of deflated, a bit unsupported in some areas. If we take Maya, she didn't really know what she wanted to do. She got first class honours since she at Montfort, the same as Manish. She's gone to work at a placement, done some data analysis, done a great placement. Not really sure what she wants to do, but she's got some amazing skills, fit into any organisation, happy, presentable, and she's looking for anything around sort of HR, finance. She's done business, so she can fit in anywhere.
Yeah.
So with her guidance, with the guidance we were talking to about, is to try and maybe even do some temp contracts to work out what.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So if anybody is out there looking for somebody, even if they want to do some volunteer to start with, she'll go and do that and then take them on a contract.
Yeah, she's very versatile. Yeah, she'll be fantastic. Yeah, she'll be an asset.
Definitely give us a contact on that. And then Manish, who also was at De Montfort University, he's done his law degree, hasn't he? And
he's doing the LPC, yeah.
His degree, and he's now doing a master's in law and and the legal practice as well. So he's in conveyancing at the moment, but really wants to be in intellectual property. So again, if anyone to be volunteers, he'll do it. But I'd love that fixed term contract again. They're both amazing. They're never going to give up. They're fantastic, fantastic candidates that are going to go the extra mile.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be watching them.
Yeah, hopefully they're watching this. If you are, hi. So with that in mind, they were asking us questions like, for instance, what will sort of make them stand out about their CVs, and they were kind of a little bit despondent about sort of applying for roles and keep getting knockbacks and rejections, wasn't it, Bina?
Yeah.
So I think the things, and Bina and I are kind of sort of equal on this, we've talked before about what to get on your CV. The main thing is it's absolutely presentable. It's readable, presentable, and it's succinct. So 2 pages is really the golden rule. You can go over, but if you can fit it on, that would be great. Lovely presented, personal profile at the top, highlighting your sort of personal attributes, key skills, IT and soft skills. Really, really need to have achievements on there. That's big at the moment as well. So the achievements can be under each job, or they could just be a section at the top together. So it doesn't really matter, but you need to sell yourself. You need to sell yourself and market yourself as what you want to be known as to get that job. And then your work experience. Now, with being a grad, I'm talking just for this particular day about graduates, because they might not have a lot of work experience. You have to think about your transferable skills. So you may have worked in a shop, you may have worked on tills, good with money, you may have done some stock control. I don't know if you've done sort of in your evenings or weekends, some sort of stock shelving at Ocado, your Waitrose or something. You might have to have used some sheets to record stock accuracy, data inputting. All of these skills are amazing skills. Yeah. And the other thing I want to mention is your life skills, life skills, customer service. How do you deal with people? Maya asked us what she felt was one of the most transferable skills, didn't she, yesterday?
Yes, she did, yeah.
And we both agreed that being able to deal with people in real life is a big thing. Just having the skills alone is going to get you a long way, but you've actually got to get to that next stage. Once you get an interview, you've got to be able to communicate yourself, get across your strengths, and just be able to deal with people, look them in the eye. So life skills, communication and confidence, I think is a big thing as well. So you definitely need to work on that. I think if you've worked in a shop or just hold conversations with people, it just gives you that confidence.
Yeah.
So that, apart from obviously we talked about IT skills as well being transferable, and even if you've got an intermediate level of Microsoft Excel like Maya, if she's done VLOOKUPs or specific things, get them on there. That could be actually a really good thing that people are looking for.
That's it. It's just being able to use, transfer the skills from whatever software packages they've used, whatever computer systems they've used, to just demonstrate that they're adaptable and they can use another new system with a little bit of training. They should be able to just go and do that. Yeah.
Absolutely. And as I said, achievements, sell yourself, think about, the achievements. They could just be small ones, but you've got to be proud of something. I mean, these two guys yesterday, Mayor and Manisha, have got so much to be proud of.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Of what they've done. So with that on your CV, I did actually say as well, and this is, people will give different advice. My recommendation is definitely to put some interest at the bottom of your CV, especially if it's something that's going to make you be remembered.
Yeah.
People want to know about that person as well. So, what do you do outside of work? It's just, you need to get a bit of personality across. And the big thing is now, and we're going to talk next week about applications, because I think, when you're applying for jobs, I've definitely got some little golden nuggets to share, haven't we, Bina?
We certainly do.
But I do think at the moment with video, it's just, you've got to embrace it. There's no other way. You have to embrace it. There are opportunities to record a video to go with application. So get practicing.
Yes, definitely. And I think, and most people are very good at now, even with selfies or doing, webinars or podcasts or whatever. So it's a lot easier and most people are able to use, FaceTime or, Zoom or anything like that. We all do now. So it shouldn't be that difficult for them to just probably a minute's video on there to say who they are, what they do, why they want that job, really.
Yeah.
That's it. Prepare
with bullet points. You can't go wrong.
Exactly.
And we're going to talk as well in the coming weeks on a big section on the actual interview techniques itself, because that makes a massive difference. And Bina and I are going to go back on the show in February and do something, but with Rupa, but we're going to do something together between now and then as well to help.
Sure.
I'm going to be holding a webinar again as well, but not just for the graduates, for anybody looking for a job. I just wanted to point out about the Skills Kit campaign .gov.uk. So that campaign's out. You can go on there and do any free courses for soft skills or IT skills. I've got accountancy, marketing. You should, and I'll pop that into the notes. Sure. Anyone that wants to upskill, and you should at the moment, if you've got the time, just go on there, take the opportunities of the free training, and I would just soak it all up, especially if you've got that time at the moment, because obviously there's a lot of people still coming out of work. And as far as recruitment goes, let's stay positive. Things are happening. And we ended yesterday on saying the best things that come to those who wait, don't they? But just don't wait around doing nothing. Make sure you use that time. CV and upskilling. And as I said, next week we'll talk about applications, give some tips.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, there are jobs out there, and it just depends on you just having to just keep looking and making sure you're doing all the right things in matching your CV to, and we talked about keywords as well, if you remember, on the CV, that, you look at a job ad and see how you can have your own CV where the keywords are matching on both them, and so that you will stand out again more than anything else, for anybody else. So those are the kind of things that we talked about, and I think we still need to think about where people are somebody who's advertising their job, and B, somebody who's looking. I've got a client who's got a administrator's position up, and we had to close it after literally not even a day. 159, and counting, just literally in about 4 hours, I think it was. And I'm thinking, oh God, we had to stop it, because there's just no way. If I had let it carry on, I think we would have been over 1,000 by now. But I closed it after about 6 hours, 7 hours. I said, no, can't do it anymore. It's just one position for administrator, and I'm sure I'll find. And I started looking at those CVs on Saturday, and do you know what? The standard, some of it is so high, honestly, because so many people have been made redundant.
I know.
And, you know, and those are the people who would have probably earned double of what we're advertising, and, you know, the experience and everything else. So, yeah.
This
But
is where
looking.
this is where we're coming, and you know, I'm not going to sell here. If anybody is a client, I'm not selling, but where a good recruitment
Exactly.
partner comes in, because we will go through those. We'll know your culture to match that person, because we will screen them, meet them, Zoom them. But only that, we'll go through all of those applicants, and we will provide you with a short list.
Yeah, exactly.
Not selling, but anyone needs any help with that, my
No,
details
no.
are on LinkedIn.
Exactly. You are on LinkedIn. So yeah, definitely. But you know, that's what this is all about, that, you know, you're the expert. And you know, what I'm doing for my clients is not necessarily, I don't do recruitment all the time. You know, it's only once in a while when they feel that no, they want to do it in-house, they don't want to go anywhere else, then I'll help them.
Absolutely.
And that's it, you know. So yeah.
But it does take some time to get to the good ones. So good job to have you.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, well, we've spoken enough today. Oh, it's weird. It's been a Monday. It's weird.
I know, but we've covered quite a lot today as well, as always.
Yeah. So we're going to say bye for now and have a great week. And as I said, we'll follow up with some more HR bullets and recruitment bullets.
Recruitment, yes.
Next time. Have a great week, Bina.
And you, Julie. Bye.
Bye for now. Bye.